Kevin Garnett has solidified his name into the Hall of Fame as an NBA champion, MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year. But most notably of all, KG was known to be one of the most ruthless trash talkers ever. Here are a few players who dared to disrespect Garnett and how they would soon regret it. Back in March 2010, Kevin Garnett decided to mess with Andray Blatche, a promising player who'd been giving Boston's front court a hard time all game long. Garnett wasn't exactly playing well, but his team won the game. How? Because of Garnett's trash talking, of course. Once KG's mouth opened, everything changed. Things got more heated when KG approached Blatche and tried to take the ball away from him. Blatche threw KG an elbow, but that wasn't enough to make him stop. He not only continued taunting, but he was also harassing Blatche at this point. It was so wild that even former NBA player Nick Young tells us more about this matchup.
How was KG on the court?
Yeah, was he?
Oh, he was talking crazy. Andray Blatche got subbed in. He was a rookie. He subbed in. So when he subbed in, he was like, looking at the back of his jersey, who's you?
Oh,
Who the hell is this? They got
Trash
him.
ass.
Who's this trash ass? I don't know him. I don't know him. Who's him? What's your name? They don't know you. They got him guarding me. I said, oh, boy, please don't put me in right now.
He had gotten what he wanted. In James Singleton's words, KG used his veteran senses to needle Blatche and get right under his skin. Before we knew it, the Wizards blew an 11-point lead. Garnett shut Blatche down in those final crucial minutes. Blatche got caught up in KG's mind games and it cost the Wizards big time. Tough lesson learned, huh? What's worse is that it isn't the first time Kevin Garnett has made a grown man cry. Glen Davis is now known as Big Baby after Kevin Garnett barked at him. It happened during a Celtics match against the Blazers in 2008. In Garnett's defense, he actually felt like the subs that came into the game weren't doing a great job, so he gave Davis a piece of his mind. Davis lost it completely. He slammed his towel on the floor and broke into tears. Now you know why they call him Big Baby. KG didn't even let him cry in peace. He leaned over and gave a snarky comment along the lines of, "Stop crying, you big baby," which destroyed Glen Davis' image and confidence as well. You can tell Davis had a lot of respect for him, so to be disrespected like that by his vet, he was hurt tremendously. On to the next case. You would think Garnett would draw the line at trash talking his teammates, but this next KG fan learned this was not the case. Joakim Noah tried to become friends with his lifelong idol, but got a knife in the back instead. It was a priceless welcome to the NBA moment. So according to Paul Pierce, Joakim Noah met KG for the first time and he was like, "Man, KG, I had your poster on my wall. I looked up to you, man." And KG basically said, "F you, Noah," in response. All KG needed to crush Joakim Noah was 3 words. Noah has never been shy about sharing how this encounter changed his perspective of Kevin Garnett forever. It went from love to extreme hate. Noah spoke about it in a 2010 interview saying, "He's a very mean guy. Where's the love? None at all. Ugly too." Although years later, KG tried to patch things up with an apology, except the deed had already been done. Oh, and here's one for the road. KG actually tried to bite Noah 10 years ago. Guess words alone couldn't do it for him anymore. Probably one of the lowest moments in his career, but the next one is even lower. It was 2013. The Celtics were up against the New York Knicks, so KG allegedly told Melo that his wife had been eating too many Honey Nut Cheerios. Now, we aren't sure if these are the exact words he said, but KG definitely said something super sensitive because soon enough, he and Melo got into it right at center court. Melo managed to remain calm till the end of the match, but after the match, he walked straight to the front of Boston's team bus after going to the locker room and frantically screaming to KG to come out. He confronted him about his statement during the match, and not with words. No. Firstly, fists got involved. Thankfully, the Madison Square Garden security personnel and some police officers stepped in. But Anthony still didn't stop there. He continued voicing his thoughts on the incident. "There's just certain things that you just don't say to another man," he once said, referring to KG's line-crossing comment.
For me, on my side, was a real issue. My ears just heard what I just think I just heard. And if I just heard what I think I just heard, then we have a serious issue.
Whatever KG said that night must have made a really deep cut. One thing's for sure though, Garnett put in the work versus Melo during the playoffs. We might not know the exact words, but he clearly said stuff that he shouldn't have said, just like he did with Chris Bosh. Kevin Garnett absolutely crushed Chris Bosh mentally in the games they played. Bosh admits Kevin Garnett was his toughest personal battle by far. Let's keep in mind, Bosh also went up against Tim Duncan, so that's really saying something.
Hey, out of the people you named, KG, Duncan, Weber, Rashid, Dirk, who was your toughest personal battle?
Oh, KG by far.
It's not even close.
Chris Bosh is on record saying that right before bed, he would lie there and think about how Kevin Garnett called him a mama's boy. These two would go at it whenever they matched up. Kevin Garnett and the Heat would have battled, but Bosh always remembered not to talk to the fellow Hall of Famer. On some occasions, it got so bad that some players pretended not to speak English just to avoid the banter. This specific player was Steve Adams. Steve Adams doesn't bother anyone, so when he has beef, the other guy must be crazy, and that's exactly what KG was. He tried talking to Steve Adams, and Adams simply said this.
He's got this presence about him, mate. It's intimidating. I played the English card one time. He said something and I was just saying, oh, it's like no English. No English, mate, sorry.
Guess it's clear why players fear trash talking him. It gets really dirty. Which of these KG moments do you think was the worst? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for tuning in as always. Make sure to subscribe and leave a like.